So on your gears, you want to start, hang on, I put the bearing in the wrong place. Alright, so you want to start with your bevel gear, because that one's on the bottom. And go ahead and put that one in, make sure it has the bearing. And then you can throw your other 2 gears in there. Let's see. Oh, actually, I made a mistake. Before you put this gear in, spur gear I believe, you want to do your anti-reversal latch. So that's this little piece right here, looks like that. It has a spring on it, so that it's always in contact with the gear, so it doesn't get pushed out of the way or anything. So we're going to see if we can get that spring on, and put it in that hole right there, that hole. And we lost the spring. Alright, sorry about that, I kind of just gave up on getting the spring on with one hand, but as you can see, the spring is on the anti-reversal latch right there. So we're going to go ahead and throw it in this hole. You want to make sure it's facing that way, otherwise, it won't fit in if it's facing the wrong way. So we can go ahead and put the spur gear in right here, and then our sector gear right there. Make sure they're all fitted in, make sure they're all spinning nicely. And then we lost the bearing on top of our spur gear. So there we go. Alright, so the next job would be putting the cylinder and the tappet plate back in. So with the cylinder, when you re-lube your gearbox, put some on the inside of the cylinder. It'll give you a good seal with the O-ring on your piston head right here. And that'll help you with compression and consistency in your shots. So here's the tappet plate with the air nozzle attached up there. So we're going to throw that on our cylinder, on our nozzle. We want the tappet spring goes right in here, if you guys can see that. And to get it on, you see the spring fits in this little notch right here on the tappet plate. So we're going to try to put it on there and pull it back so that the spring fits in nicely. Let's see if we can do that. Like, there we go. Almost. Alright, so we got that. If you see, like, on the gearbox, this little nub right here fits inside the cylinder right there. So that stays in. You can see the springs in there, so we're all good. Actually, it's not. Let's see. Okay, hang on. So what we have here is the gears in the way of the tappet plate. So we can move that down. Alright. So we're all good. Tappet plate's nice and flat. Now that we have pretty much everything in, we can take our spring. Just kidding, we need the piston. So we're going to put the piston in there. Can't forget about that, your gun won't shoot very well without it. Throw our piston in there. Make sure this groove right here is on the groove in the gearbox. Let's see. Alright, I think we got it there. Make sure the piston's all the way forward. We're going to take our spring, put it in the end of the piston, and then hold down the cylinder right here, like this, because I'm doing it with one hand, and pull the spring guide back. You see, and you can see these little things sticking out of the spring guide. They should fit in the little hole right there that you can see, which is at the back of the gearbox on both sides. So we're going to take that, pull it back, and get it in the hole. So we have it in the hole right there. It's always a good idea to hold down your cylinder, especially if you have a stronger spring, otherwise this whole assembly will pop out. So to put it back together, we're going to flip the top half back on, holding down the cylinder the whole time. Get it in the right spot. So that looks close to the right spot. Looks like we have, there we go. So it's not completely flat yet. What we want to do is, if you can see the bearings aren't matching up, so I'm just going to move those around to the right spot with a screwdriver and push it all down. And then, one problem is, if you can see here, you can't see the tracks on the piston that should be lined up with the gearbox. So we should open this back up and see what happened there. So yeah, if you can see, the tracks are to the side, and that's not good. So we want to try, I'm going to have to take the spring out again, rotate the piston, push it back forward, and we need it to stay like that so that the tracks are in the right spot. Put the spring back in, just like I showed you guys. This is an M100, by the way, that's why it's a little bit easier than stronger springs. Throw the gearbox shell back on. Let's see. There's something, seems to be something in the way. Let's see. See if we can put the front on first, maybe. Guess not. Alright, come on. Yeah, with AEGs, you just have to, a lot of times, you just have to keep working at it till it works, because these things can have lots and lots of... Okay, sorry about that, I needed 2 hands to get it all in there, but as you can see, all the bearings lined up, we're good. The track right here is in the right spot, so that means we're going to be firing properly. The tappet plate is working, the spring, so that means we're ready to put this puppy back together. So first, I like to take the little top metal piece right here and slide it on, if I can get it on. There we go. Okay, and then let's see. Okay, so we got the top piece back on. Go ahead and start putting our screws back in. We got one there. Motor assembly kind of just fits onto the bottom, and let's see, should fit on and just like fit in place right there, as you can see. Go ahead and throw a screw in here. I actually lost this screw, but make sure to have that one in. And then the trigger assembly just sits right on top, like so. And then you can go ahead and screw everything in. And when you do that, after you do that, you have to put on the motor contacts. You see the red one should go to the opposite side. If you can see that little red dot right there, that's the trigger, that's the motor contact you want for the red wire, and the black one should go on this side. So if we can get this, we have the black one, and then that little tab right there that I'm sliding it over, that's the contact. So we're going to slide it onto that. See if we can flip it over, grab the red one, the red wire, and see, I'm having trouble because I didn't actually screw the things on. I was going to wait. But it should go on this tab right there. And when you guys do that, then you can just drop your gearbox back in your gun and screw on the back plate, and you are good to go. So if you have any questions, go ahead and comment below. And yeah, best of luck to you guys in your airsoft mods.